Time to remove this Douglas fir tree hedge. Too much work pruning it, and it takes up a lot of space. Here we go. Cut number 1. I finished limbing up the 7 trees that made up this evergreen hedge without the use of a chainsaw. But now I need to remove the trunks and the roots so I have a nice level spot to build my shop. I'm not sure if I should rent or buy a chainsaw. I'm going to do some research. There she goes. Woo! And it's loose. Almost. That was a chore. 3 of the 7 trees are still standing, but I've cleared the dirt away from the roots and exposed as much as I can to cut them down below grade. So instead of renting a chainsaw, I decided to buy one. I have a lot more wood cutting projects here to go, so it made economic sense. The chainsaw recommended to me by Lester Samples, the team that cut down these large trees, was an Echo. He said this is a professional chainsaw and they often use them for smaller jobs. Steel, on the other hand, is quite expensive. Some serious chainsaw equipment here. So we'll see how good this works for cutting up my smaller trees. Let's see what's in the box. Chainsaw, operator's manual, socket tool, and some 2-stroke engine gas additive. Time to read the manual. Most importantly are the safety instructions. Quick start guide. Remove the chain guard and inspect the chain. Looks about the right tension for now. Chain's locked. Unlocked. Locked. All right. Now I'll add the 2-stroke additive to the gas. There's a gallon of gas in here. And this is for a gallon mix. Need to shake this up to mix it well. It's best to put in a little gas first and then put in the additive and then mix it up. Add the fuel. I haven't used this thing before. See how it works. No spills the first time. Let's add the bar and chain oil. Should do for now. Before I start it, I'm going to inspect the air filter. Nice and clean, as expected. Ready to start for the first time. Engage the chain brake, turn switch to on, press purge bulb 8 times, pull choke out. Pull starter handle until engine almost starts, up to 5 times, push choke back in, pull starter handle until engine starts. Always safety first. Before I start it up, I'm going to put on my hard hat and ear protection. My plastic lens eyeglasses will serve as eye protection. Make sure the chain brake is engaged. Okay. Turn switch on. Press the bulb 8 times. Choke out. Pull until it almost starts. Okay. Choke in. Let's get started. Over the years, I've owned and operated a number of chainsaws, including Craftsman, Husqvarna, and Steel. So this will be interesting to see how the Echo performs in comparison to those machines. It's warm, so should just be able to crank it up. I don't like the direction this tree is leaning, so I tied a rope to it, and Diane will come out and put some tension on it when I make that last cut. Perfect.
Yay.
Just like the pros.
Nice.
So I'm going to cut this stump slightly below grade, if possible. I cleared out as much dirt as I could. So if I can get it down there, I think I'll be good. All right. Before I do any more cutting, I'm going to check the chain tension. Clean it up a little bit here. Old paintbrush works good for this. That wasn't very tight. It said in the manual not to over tighten. On the tension screw, a little bit more. Feels about right. See if that changes when I tighten down these nuts. And it did. Pretty typical. A little too tight. See if that pulls through. It's a little tight. It's a little loose. Back and forth here to figure this out. Okie doke. Let's fire it up and finish the job. And now for the largest and the last of the 7 trees in this evergreen hedge. Well, that saw is just fine for what we're doing. 18-inch blade, enough power, good sized tree. Really happy with it. Let's see how much more of this I have to cut to get the stump below grade. Just barely. The tank was a little low on fuel. Filled her up. All done. It took most of the day, but I was shooting video. I had a lot of fun. This Echo CS400 is a great machine. I highly recommend it. Thank you for watching my video and for visiting my channel.